Hi everyone, I hope you're doing super well. So this is part 2 of the redoing the living room a second time in July. My apologies in advance because my microphone's a little bit broken, so I'm going to try to tweak the audio as best as I can, but let's get started. Alright, where we last left off was about to put some of these crates over up against this wall, kind of make like a little wall almost in a sense, and that will allow me to block out some of the light, move some of these bigger plants over, and also just kind of decorate in a different way. Now I love using crates because one, they're really cheap. You can get these at like Lowe's or Home Depot for like 12, 15 bucks, and you can find them elsewhere cheaper. Two, they look really cool in a jungle type environment like I like to have in my apartment. And three, they're really good for holding plants, and you can put them in various different ways. So that's what I'm going to do is I'm just going to start playing around with some of these crates and having to move some more of these plants out of the way. So it'll be a little bit of a process, but we'll do this together. We have this. Got to move this philodendron gigas out of the way. I've had this for 3 years now. It's doing really well. Move that there, and I'm going to move the philodendron Jose Bono out of the way, put it over here, and my place is a mess right now, by the way, because I'm moving all these plants around, but that's okay. If you're a plant parent, you know the struggle is real when it comes to plant care and trying to keep your home clean with all of these plants. So we're doing this together, and we've got this. So move this little philodendron gloriosum out of the way. Put it right there for now. This can go there. A little variegated Hoyacarii. I'm going to place you over here. And let's see. My little syngoniums. I really love this syngonium. It's got little splashes of pink in it, and I think it's so pretty. Really cute little plant. That can go right there for now. Philodendron. Why am I blanking on the name of my philodendron here? Dean McDowell. This is the mother plant, which I made a cutting out of. The cutting is here. I potted it up, and as you can see, a new leaf is already starting to come out. So I'm really excited for that. I took that cutting from this mother plant. And what's nice is this mother plant already has a new growth point coming out right now where a brand new leaf will come out of, so I'm excited for that to happen. You can go, let's see, we'll put you right here. That way you can stand and watch. There's actually 2 little growth points. That's kind of neat. All right. These down. There we go. I'm curious to know if you guys wouldn't mind putting in the comments right now, because I read all your comments, how often do you have to change the design of your home based off of the light and what your plants need? Let me know, because I'm curious to know. I feel like I have to do it at least, I would say once to twice a month. Usually about, not as bad in the fall and the winter, but once spring and summer hit, that's when things really get busy. So I'm curious to know if you guys go through the same struggles on the plant struggle bus that we all are riding on. And like I was telling you guys in the last video, I've been house sitting, so I haven't been around my plants as much, and so I try to stop back in the evening each evening, but it's been a little bit challenging sometimes, but getting through it, and that's what matters. At least that's how I'm telling myself. Okay, so I have these crates here, and I might actually need to go and get some more from like a Lowe's or a Home Depot, but we'll cross that bridge when we get there. This is one of those things that I'm really bad at while I'm doing plant chores and trying to redesign, is that I notice stuff with my plants that I need to fix immediately. Like I need to give this philodendron majestic cutting that my good buddy Pedro gave me, I need to give it a moss pull because I want it to start climbing so it'll get nice big leaves. I'm trying to put that in there ever so gently so it doesn't harm the plant. Cool. So I just need to cut off some twine here and gently tie the stem of this new leaf around this moss pole. That way it knows that it can and should start flooding. I am really excited for this plant. I've wanted one of these for a long time. They are absolutely stunning. I forget what the other mixture is, but it's a cross between a philodendron verrucosum, which is one of my favorite philodendrons. They're absolutely stunning. And I want to say a gloriosum, but I'm not 100% sure. So if you know, leave it in the comments below so you can tell me. I'll look it up afterwards too. But I was starting to show you guys this in the first video, and what I absolutely love about it is the color of the leaves. So you have that beautiful green in the front, but in the back there's kind of like this purple reddish hue. I think that's so lovely. And so there we go. That new leaf. Pedro gave me the cutting of this plant, and so I put it in water, and probably within a couple of weeks is when it started to root, and then boom bam, baby's ready to go, and it's going to be a very beautiful plant, and so I'm excited for that. Okay, back to our mission, which seems like a mission impossible, really, with everything I have to do. In fact, I believe this is going to turn into a 3-part series now because I just don't have a lot of time and I need to get back in house sit. I also need to go to the gym and go running, and there are not enough hours in the day. Boy, are there never enough hours in a day. All right, let's start moving some of this stuff around. Thinking we do, let's see, shift this guy like so. There. Yeah, I think I'm definitely going to run out of crates for space, but that's okay. I can always go and pick some more up too, you know? So there's that. And this room here. Do I want it to be lower there and then have this guy over here? So, still need to figure out what I'm going to do with my couch, how that's going to fit into this whole mayhem. Okay, maybe little boxes over there, but let's see. Give me one moment. 1 moment later. Okay, so maybe I would take, I want this to go a bit higher. Maybe I might be able to put something there. Piece these together. You know what this is like? It's like Legos, really. That's how I'm treating it. At least that's how I'm treating it. Figure out this light. Maybe I'm going to put it right here for now. Doobie-doo. I'm shorter than that one. All right, I see. This down here. Well, maybe not. For those of you, out of curiosity, for those of you who also use crates, how do you go about doing it? Is there a certain way, or are you just kind of going about it the same way that I am, where it's all just kind of mayhem and trying to figure it out as you go along? Because I have no guide. Okay, so if I do it like that, and I guarantee you I'm going to change this up a million times. I do need to grab, I think what I'm going to do is grab this thing behind here. Sorry, a little Frydek and Syngonium. You two are going to have to move. I'll put you down there for the time being. And then I'm going to grab this guy. And that way I can put some plants over here that are really good in the sun. But I'm also figuring, because this part right here where my door is, these Juliet balconies, they open up, but I don't open them up because I keep the humidity high in here. And if I were to open them up, being here in Colorado where it's dry, the humidity would just disappear right away. So that wouldn't be good for the plants. But I do have, where this door is right here, it kind of blocks the sun when it hits directionally over here. So a plant over here should be pretty good. And I'm thinking that might be this guy here. It's Dean McDowell cutting. So that might be too much light. Let's see. If I put it right here, you get some dappled shade from the bird of paradise above it. And then I can take, let's see. Oh, why are plants so sensitive to light? Just like humans are. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to take some of my beautiful, beautiful, beautiful snake plants, Sansevieria, which of course have been reclassified to Dracaena, and put them over here. Also, that guy can go there. I have a cutting, one of my other ones that would go really lovely over there as well. So yeah, I think we're starting to come along with something. Is it a great idea? I don't know, but we're gonna figure this out in a second. Okay, next thing we're gonna do is I'm gonna move some of this stuff out of the way. I did put my little African violet over here. It's actually doing well. So when I first got this African violet, I didn't know how to care for it. It lost all of its flowers. It has grown them back since, but I did neglect it a little bit, so one of its flowers is starting to not look too snazzy, but I'm sure it'll bounce back. Now we're going to, I think, move this guy, this bird of paradise, a little bit over yonder, like so. I'm gonna have to readjust that grow light there. I'll probably end up moving that actually. That might be best for this situation because I want to put in my Philodendron patriciae, which I talked about in the last video. And if you watched the last video, part one of this mayhem, I showed you how a new leaf was starting to unfurl. Well, it has officially come out. Look at how beautiful that new leaf is. It's so pretty. Yeah, I think we're gonna move the grow light out of the way. Move this guy over here for a momento. Move these and take this guy down without harming any plants, hopefully. That's the key word, hopefully. Okay. Mission successful. Okay. So now, let me move this out of the way. I'm going to unplug it from inside here. I'll probably end up having to move these boxes around too. These just kind of hold my wires and stuff like that, just so they're not as noticeable. I'm gonna deal with that problem another time. Okay, I'm gonna take this and put this in my room for now until I can figure out where I'm going to put it. So that is the next step. Now for our next act, I'm going to put my little crystallinum here because this will get dappled bright light, which it really adores. And so I think that will go there. And I love this plant. It was dying for so long and then it bounced back. Like out of nowhere, it started shooting out brand new leaves. And You can see this one just grew in. These two new ones are going in. There's two other growth points that I can see, and a little third one coming in too. So I love that. Try to move this forward just a little. Move this that way, and gives it enough room to kind of just sit there. And I'll probably end up moving that around again because that's just how I am. So herein lies the problem that we have this big bird of paradise here, and I need to make some room for the Patriciae. So maybe what we'll do is we'll end up moving these out of the way. And now that that light is gone, we can have more room for the bird paradise. I give it enough room. Yeah, if I just move this little burrow's tail over here. Okay. If I give it, I think what I need to do is I need to take it off of this little stool here, because I think it's just giving it too much height. Let's see. This plant is like, what are you doing to me? Yay. Okay. I am content with that. Oh, and I am never really content, so you know, this is kind of a good thing, I think. So now that the bird of paradise is moved in a spot that I'm okay with for right now, there's part of me that really does want it to be higher, but I need to really just kind of focus on this other stuff. Let's see, move it a little bit more that way. There we go. Ooh, but it's still kind of not blocking the direct sunlight from hitting this beautiful, majestic, majestic. So now I can focus on putting the Philodendron Patriciae over here. And to do that, I'm going to need to move some other stuff around. Another thing that's been a pain about doing this today is the fact that it's a 100-degree day in Denver. So yeah, 100 degrees outside, gotta love it. Let's see, if I put the Patriciae, we'll hit over there. Let's connect these two, like so. And then thinking this guy should probably go over here. Move the fire shut off. And that way, get some other plants hanging right there. Perfect. Okay. And a little bit, maybe I do want to move this a little bit, yeah. It's that way, it'll give the majestic some shade. Throwing in some shade so it doesn't get scorched by the brutal Colorado sunlight. Okay, so now that's there. I'll move these guys over here. And then the Patriciae will come out this way. I think, I don't know. Need to give it enough room though, that's the thing. I'll have to trim this guy like so. And then from there, let's see if the Patriciae is going to do well there. Just don't want to harm this plant because it's my favorite, but they do like bright and direct. I just don't know how bright and direct this is going to get. So maybe it goes right here. But I did have it here last summer, and it did really well. Like, this is the spot I had it in, so I shouldn't be too concerned. I'll do it like that. And then been using some crystals and gemstones to kind of hold this plant's moss bowl in place, because the moss bowl is growing really, really large, and I don't want it to slip off. Beautiful. I did notice there's a part of the stem that is peeled off that I need to just kind of chop off. There we go. Put that in here for now. Well, let's see. I think I don't know what I'm doing, which is normal. Boy, do I like it on that box? Do I like that there? I think so. It's fine. We can deal with it. I'll be indecisive later, as I normally am, and then there will be a August video, I'm sure. Hopefully this is the last time I need to move stuff around for a while, and for your guys' sake and stuff. Okay, so I want to leave this part open. That way I can kind of put some plants inside the box as well. And I think that will look good. So that there, and then I have this here for the time being. Just Friday out of the way. And I have this stand over here that I think I can use maybe right here. But then I'm also wondering, do I move the chair further over this way? No, because then you take your head up against there. So I think I'll put this there, and a big bushy plant will go inside of here. And of course, when I say a big bushy plant will go inside of there, what I mean is the fry deck. We're going to put this over here. Like so. This guy in the back. This is just a water propagation of the philodendron golden goddess. And it's already rooted. They are such fast rooters, I can't believe it. Maybe that won't go there. Maybe this will go like right here. And we're going to take the boxes, these ones, and them up against here to block this out of the way. And like so. That way it hides the router. And I'm thinking the fry deck can go right here. Oof, that might be too tall for that. So I think what we'll do is we'll take this smaller plant stand. We'll put the fry deck there for now. That way it still gets some good light. Okay, let's see. What else can we do? We can take, I've got an idea. We're gonna take the Jose Bono, I think. Or maybe, yeah, we're gonna take the philodendron D. McDowell. We're gonna place it inside this container just to hide the terracotta. I think that could go there. Or could it go here? Yeah, I think actually this would be probably a better area for it. So, do that. And from there, we will take. What am I gonna do now? This is my problem, and I've got lots of them. I think what we'll do is we'll end up taking this box like so, putting it there, putting this guy maybe here, between these two. Another big thing about plant styling, by the way, is that you always want to pair plants in pairs of 3. It just looks really good. Anything more than that is a little bit too much. But I'll be right back. Okay, now that I'm back, I have the Jose Bono, philodendron Jose Bono, and I think that this guy's going to go right there. I'm going to have to keep an eye on it though to see whether or not that's too much direct light, but fingers crossed that it's okay. Whether or not it'll be, I don't know. I'll figure it out, and we'll be fine in the world. At least that's what I'm going to tell myself. Let's see. From there, I need to put something in that box. Ooh. I think I might have. No, I don't have an idea. I thought I did, but I don't. I don't at all. But I want to take, I think, the philodendron not philodendron. Where am I going with this? My Anthurium magnificum, and I'm going to put it right over here. My Anthurium magnificum is another success story where this plant, I just didn't understand it, and it was just my fault in general. And the plant started just to die, and I stopped watering it. And so I have to say, for even just stopping altogether and letting it sit there for like a month or 2 months without watering it, this thing stayed pretty darn healthy. And this is like one of the oldest leaves. This leaf came in about 2 months ago, and then this one just shot out within the last couple of weeks. And I'm thinking, because they do like some bright dappled indirect light, that it can go right here. At least that was, yeah, like that. There we go. Push this guy back a little bit to help with that sunlight situation. Okay. And then from there, I think, let's see, maybe my Alocasia dragon scale. I don't know if this is going to be too much direct light for it, but we'll give it a shot. It's not in the best shape. I got this plant from Home Depot, and it was only like $12, but I figured that even though it's not so great a shape, I could make it bounce back, and it's already got 2 new leaves growing out of the side, because when these plants are doing well, their foliage is absolutely stunning, and I love it a lot. I'm thinking the little Fridex gonna go up here, because there's just a perfect amount of living space for it to fit in. Maybe not. Let's see. With this little Billietier cutting. Or not Billietier, that is my philodendron. My philodendron Burley Marks variegata cutting, which I need to water, and I'll do that right now. I made a bunch of cuttings of this. It's a beautiful plant, but this one's struggling. While that plant gets some water, I'm going to move my philodendron Joepi over here. This one's been one that I've struggled with, but it seems like it's doing much better now. Maybe because they don't like bright light, so I'm thinking maybe what I can do is maybe put it in like an area over here that gets some bright indirect light, like on top of this, like so. At least I'll leave it there for the time being. Yeah, I mean, I like the amount of light that it's getting there. It's not harsh or really bad for it, so I think that could do just fine in an area like this, but I'm sure I'll move it around again. And then another philodendron here. I'm going to put this in the back here because, like I was saying, you want to pair plants in threes. And this one's a nice medium height to go behind the African violet. And it can take the amount of sunlight that's coming in from over there. Just gonna make sure this guy's not getting super bright light. Okay. Cool. It's starting to come together. But there's still a lot of work that needs to be done. But I think what I need to do is I need to keep it there for the time being because I need to go to the gym to work out, go running, and then I need to go back to house sit. So stay tuned for part 3.